That hip hop album review, Ka, Woeful Studies. Ka is a rapper from Brownsville.
BK. Brooklyn.
And this year he dropped 2 albums, Woeful Studies and Language Arts. And this one, we're of course talking about Woeful Studies. Before I get into the video, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, and leave your comments about what you think about Woeful Studies and Ka in the comment section below. Make sure you guys head over to Patreon, patreon.com/dailyhiphop. Check out our classic reviews, nominated review, an album for review, and you know, you can join our Friday and participate as a voter for each round. So check that out, patreon.com/dadinhiphop. Woeful Studies is probably my favorite of the 2. And I think mainly because I think this one, the things he was writing and talking about, speaks more to some of the things that I'm interested in and passionate about. And, you know, I think when it opened with "We Not Innocent," you know, we into dollars. And just, he was like, we survived like the slave trade and colonization and stuff like that.
He was on this black shit on this one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he really was. And I think that just even the opening line, it was like, real wealth don't fit in the wallets or something like that. I was like, shit, this one, bro. Like he was on it, man. And then he went to "We Hurtin'" and "I'm fucking tired."
Yeah, "We Hurtin'," he was like, we slept in dirt.
Man,
I'm scared of dirt naps. Like,
yeah. Damn.
Bro, like
hurt until he hurt back. Slept in dirt.
Yeah, man.
I ain't scared of a dirt nap.
nap.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
He's crazy.
The fucking beat on Reap, bro. Like, as soon as that shit comes on, like, okay, I ain't heard anything like this. You know, any of the other ones that so far, like, it just sticks out, but in such a dope fucking way. You know, I think there was there a beat change on Eat? Was that the one?
Yes, on Eat. Yes, that beat change on Eat.
Man,
That's different.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
yeah,
That was weird.
The beat change on Eat was fucking crazy. And then it went right to the block.
Hey, man.
Man.
Yes, sir. We know before we started recording, you guys were just talking about how he comes across as real low key. And I'm thinking about like him as a writer, and that if hip hop wasn't like a form of expression for him, what would that be? And could it be like writing books and stuff like that or something like that? I think like the way he writes and composes his songs and lyrics, you know, could easily be manifested in this other form.
I mean, you can make movie scenes out of a lot of his verses. Though. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, and it was just like, and I think it's just dope that like hip hop allows him to kind of get these thoughts and stuff out, you know, in this way, man. And I'm always interested and love hearing like these ideas and, you know, the way he kind of words things and restructures, like, you know, the way people always talked about environments. You know, I think it's kind of really dope, man, and to highlight these struggles, even if it's just for his own personal reasons. But yeah, man, this shit is fucking nuts, bro. I fucking love this shit.
The way he switched his flows up on this album a lot was definitely somewhat I ain't gonna say surprising, but it was really
it sounded different.
Yeah, it was just different, and it was great. It was like, oh shit, like this motherfucker really doing some crazy shit on this album. And then The Block, I've heard that sample before. I can't remember. That was one I really wish I could have like had the lyrics for The Block, because the shit he was saying on there and the way he was spitting it, man, that shit was so fucking crazy. He had some crazy lines on that shit. My Only Home, I think is dope. The way him talking pretty much, I think just about black people in general, it's like, yeah, we kind of, you know, we hate it here. We know it's fucked up here, but it's like, this is all we know. This is our home. This is what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real shit. Again, simple shit, but it's just like, damn, he hit that shit out of the park. Obstacles is fucking dope as hell. Chuck Strangers, he was flowing different even on this one than he did on Language Art, on Count It Out. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. I was like, oh man. I was like, he's really flowing different. He sounded completely different
Don't do that.
Language art. That shit was fucking, and he sounded good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Fucking right, he did.
Yeah, no, he did. Cause
I'm tired of your shit, B.
yeah, I was like, yo,
He like, B, watch your reviews, right?
Oh yeah. let me go ahead and show you how I do.
hey,
Let me get on this album,
Let me
Kyle.
go to this album.
no, Chuck Strange, the way he was flowing on Counted Out is fucking, it was crazy. It was great. It's like you match what Kyle was bringing on there, and that's good. Not many people can do that, and you did it. So shout out
That's
to
true.
you, bro.
Not many you can do
Shout
that.
out,
So, yeah.
shout out to you, Chuck Strange.
I didn't know what to expect when I saw his name, to be honest.
Man.
Like yeah. But nah, man, shit.
Yeah, we not innocent. They just the way that shit starts off. I'm like, yo, this shit, man. This album, this dude here.
Yeah, that shit's so catchy.
It is. It is.
Wait, real quick. That Innocence in the Dollars. Jay didn't say something similar to that?
I believe so.
Because for some reason when I heard it, I was like, oh, is that a Jay thing?
It
And I don't even
sounds
listen
like
to
a
Jay.
line, yeah. But I can't remember. I can't pinpoint.
Oh, I just got it.
What's
Sorry.
up?
It's the common thing. I think that's what I was
But I
thinking.
did 5 mil, so I ain't
So
been
and
rapping
around like common sense. Yeah. Man, like I said, I really wish I could. It was like lyrics where I can pull out and bring, because this man was saying, and I know
Why don't you just write
still,
them down?
huh?
Why don't you just write them down?
I mean, because
It takes time.
he listened to the album. Yeah,
I don't even write all the lyrics down. Just say
I
the
know.
lyrics
But, like,
he wants to
but-
bring.
I feel you. I be wanting to do the same thing.
And sometimes I'm
just-
driving, listening to it, or
Yeah.
it's just like I'm not gonna be like, Kurt.
And sometimes you think you,
know
don't
what I'm saying?
remember it.
Yeah, then
sometimes
you think you're gonna remember it, and then it's like, fuck, yeah.
I don't remember what the fuck he said, and I don't remember what
song
album
it
that
was.
song it was.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn it, I should have just wrote
You know,
it
I'm
down.
listening to something, while I'm at
Yeah.
work and shit sometimes. So it's like I can't.
Yeah,
so I trust you. You
gotta make
you the
friends with
line
your
guy.
notepad. That's why I got the notepad always out.
And I started to do that too, but yeah, again, man, like this particular time, I just didn't have the time to just sit down and actually
Yeah.
do it. I started to do it late last night. I literally started to stay up late because I really wanted to pinpoint some of these
Yes,
lines. Because
me
it's
too.
so fucking
Me too.
good, man. I'm
Especially
like,
on the block.
it.
The block in particular, I just remember being like,
Yeah.
damn, god damn, like,
Yeah.
and then I had to rewind it again. Like, wait a minute, did he meant? I'm like, yeah.
You know
that
what?
shit crazy.
It's like, you know how we did with that Kanye that time we broke down the songs. I feel like we should do that with stuff like this that really deserves it. Like you said though, be like I said it before we even started. We ain't in the
Yeah,
sense
we in the dollars,
Like,
man.
that shit is just so catchy. And again, man, it's just a simple concept. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I said, and I already said like about we hurting or whatever. How you was just like, we slept in the dirt, so I ain't scared of dirt naps. Like it's just little shit like that, man. It's just like, damn, it just hits, it just connects.
And it's
man.
like he does such a good job talking about like the black struggle, but also kind of like using it for a form of like we still get through a lot of shit because we went through, we've been through this. It's so simple, but the way he says it and the way he does it is crazy.
I remember really liking Reap. I remember really liking that, but I can't remember some of the lyrics off of that. Shit, Obstacles was good. Like some of the patterns there he was doing, man. And like again, I think you already pointed it out, but Chuck Strange just floating again on it. I like I said, I didn't know what to expect because this I told this is the one I listened to first.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So when I saw Chuck Strange, it's like, damn, that's interesting. I wonder what he's gonna do on this or whatever. And then, man, like you said, he matched flow. He matched energy.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah.
whoa. I know Chuck Strange is. I didn't always think he was bad or anything like that, but I just don't remember him sounding like this. You know what I'm saying? I think he's definitely stepped his pen up. From the last time I heard him, or whatnot. Again, man, he nailed this one too. Like I said, it's definitely gonna take more time to figure out the correlation between the two. I know y'all kind of figured it out, but for me, I just want to kind of break it down a little bit more as to what the correlation is between the two, because it has a reason why he dropped both of them at the same time. So. Yeah, man, that's really it, man. I mean, because like I said, I haven't given this like a proper run through to be able to break down the lyrics. I want to break through it. I have to rely on y'all to bring up something, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, he said that, or whatever. That's why I would want to do something different to where I can actually just focus on the tracks and stuff that I like that he's saying. So yeah,
I feel like the samples on this one were a little darker than the one on Language Arts. I feel like Language Arts definitely had like some really beautiful, not all of them, but just for the most overall theme of Language Arts compared to this one. I feel like this one had a little bit more eerie, darker like tone, in my opinion.
See, you hear eerie and dark. I don't hear that, man. Sometimes I just don't hear eerie and dark. It just sounds more beautiful to me
Yeah.
sometimes.
The block didn't
I'm
sound
with
beautiful.
Raj. I
Yeah.
don't hear eerie and dark either.
Yeah.
The block didn't sound beautiful, I think.
I mean, he has some here and there that
That's what I'm
has
saying.
like chords that sound kind of dark, but I don't know, man. Sometimes it doesn't come off to me like that. Like I said, it sounded very peaceful. Like I want to say I was listening to this one last night. I told you I had like a 12-hour shoot yesterday, so I was riding home late night listening to Woeful Sin. I don't know why I keep wanting to say
Woeful
Sins.
Studies.
Woeful Studies. And this one sounded, it was just made a peaceful ride. And like I said, I listened to the other one while I was brushing my teeth this morning and just doing stuff to get ready for today. So yeah, man, it didn't come off as like dark like that to me. But you know, I will give you some of the beats in there do sound like menacing, but I just don't get menacing when I listen to it.
I'm with you. I hear beautiful more than I hear eerie, but I get what B's saying. Like these all do sound like they could be some sort of soundtrack to something. But yeah, like I was saying in the other video, the first thing I noticed here was he sounded more aggressive on this project. Like he came out and he was like, it wasn't even double time, but it's like damn near double time for Ka.
for him.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like his internal rhymes and the way he was putting his bars together was like, wow, that's not what I expect out of Ka. That was really, really, really dope. But yeah, I mean, this one came out the gates absolutely swinging with "We Not Innocent, We in the Dollars." That's just such a dope line. When it got to "We Hurtin'," I was like, wow, this is definitely insane that this man has put out. At that point, I was like, he's put out an album and 2 songs of nothing but crazy ass like dope music, and the more it goes, the better it gets. And yeah, Obstacles, the way Obstacles rolled into Reap was just fucking flawless. Absolutely flawless. But where he says everyone's a threat where there's no promise, Doc said it, being hot-headed, made us coal miners, something like that. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Again, the way Obstacles rolled right into Reap was probably my favorite 2-song moment on both of these albums. Because it was just like Obstacles, it went right into Reap.
Yes.
It was just like this seamless transition. It just sounded so damn good. But yeah, man, all of this shit is fucking incredible. He killed it. I think Chuck Strangers once again showed up to rap, did his thing, sounded great on Count It Out. Eat. I'm not used to Ka beat switches, and that was just weird but super fucking dope. I'm still trying to figure out the connection too. I don't know did you figure out what? I mean, so the only thing I can think of is, you know, language arts obviously is a play on language arts. Both of these seem like they're relating to schooling.
Yeah.
So then you have Woeful Studies, which is obviously studying whatever. So maybe he's talking about giving life lessons, or, you know, I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Somehow these two things relate to schooling, learning, lessons, something like that.
I was gonna
go
say,
ahead.
when you look at the covers, like one is a classroom where it's like, I guess, kind of not as damaged as the one on language arts. Like if you look at the covers, it's like desk or like papers are all on the floor. So I didn't know.
Let me see the cover of language arts. Languish.
Language,
Yeah, it does look a little more chaotic than Woeful
yeah,
Studies.
then Woeful Studies.
Maybe it's referencing, you know, poor schooling in these impoverished areas, because the word languish, I mean, is obviously you're stuck in a place that you can't get out. So I mean, there's something here. Usually after I listen enough, I can figure out for the majority of what Ka's talking about, but when it comes to these 2 albums, I'm not quite positive.
I didn't crack the code yet.
Yeah, I haven't cracked the code yet,
cracked the
but I mean,
code
shit,
yet.
it's only been out for what, a week and a half?
Yeah.
So I mean, give me another 3 months and
Right.
I'll figure it out.
Right.
But yeah, I think I like this one more. I like the slightly more aggressive Ka, but this isn't something that I would argue. Like if someone was like, oh, no, I like language arts, okay. Cool. As long as you like it. There's
Right.
nothing for us to discuss.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say. This is just fucking good ass hip hop. This is a good ass year. I swear
It
to
really
God,
is,
this is
man.
a good fucking year.
Man.
It is. It's
Like,
gonna be tough.
I'm doing my list every time when it's like albums that I really, really like or really enjoy, and I'm looking at my list and I'm like, yo, how I'm gonna skim this down to 10? This is gonna be crazy.
Let's just see here. Favorite tracks. My favorite tracks are, let me get We Not Innocent, Reap, Eat, I'm tired and the block.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. We not innocent. We hurting. I agree with Myke on that obstacles to reap, so I'm picking both of those. And then give me, is it the eat or block? I'm gonna go with eat.
All right, give me eat, the block, count it out. We not innocent, and I'm tired.
Damn, I'm tired was good too.
Why you whispering?
I'm like trying to sneak mine in. Shit.
Yeah, I'm going. We not innocent. We hurting. Obstacles, reap, and eat.
That's the same ones I picked.
Was it?
Yes, the exact same was. That's crazy.
I'd be sometime, man.
Damn.
Ka, if you're watching, Woeful Studies, man, another great addition to the discography, man. This shit was incredible. And I don't know, man. Like, I just love, again, hearing you present these ideas in this art form. I think is really dope. When I thought about like you would find some way to get these out one way or the other, whereas the written word, if hip hop wasn't available or music wasn't available. And I think that given the situation we're in now, or this world that we're living in now, we have the ability to hear you present this in this way. I think it's really, really dope, and I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I love everything you talk about, and and I think this album is again really incredible. Dope production, dope lyricism, everything, man. So keep up the good work, and I like the fact you did do something a little bit different as well. Just nuanced, not over the top, but just enough to be like, oh shit, oh shit, wait, I ain't heard that before. So yeah, so you're kind of growing as well. So dope shit.
Ka, if you're watching, again, man, like I said to B, man, I think we gotta start having conversations about you not missing on albums, because again, with this one, just as good. As I said, like this could have been easily a double album for me, because they both flow well. At right now I just can't quite pinpoint, how they ultimately relate, but I know they absolutely do, man. So as I also mentioned, I just think we got to start creating something where we can dive deeper into albums and it not just be like some 15-20 minute review, because I think content like this deserves it, even if it don't get the views of like a mainstream artist, man. I think it's important for us to kind of dissect these type of albums. I know for me personally, I would like to. But yeah, man, this one, I do agree. I do like what you were doing different on here. I did notice the what would be like a Ka double time on this one. And you just kind of approach the songs a little bit more aggressively here. I think for that reason, I think that's why I actually put the other one slightly above, because I think I'm more used to the language arts sound. So it would take me just a little bit longer to kind of get used to this particular sound you were doing on here. But again, man, like I like the fact that you were able to do something slightly different and it still be just fucking dope. So again, man, just thank you for what you bring to hip hop, the detail that you bring to writing. It's definitely appreciated. I do like listening to stuff like this a lot, especially in my older years, and not just on the surface level, hip hop shit. I like stuff that makes me think, and like I said before, it just touches my soul in a way. I don't know, man. And I know B mentioned also that some of this stuff sounds dark, but to me it sounds beautiful, man. It sounds really beautiful. And I know you're talking about dark issues, but it's just the way you put it together, man. It just sounds great. So again, man, thank you for another dope project. I will be listening to both of these throughout the rest of the year into the next year. So thank you.
Yes, Kyle, all I'm gonna say is thank you so much. Your voice is definitely needed and appreciated in this hip hop culture. What you did with these two albums, is amazing. Still one of your favorite fans, man. I always appreciate what you bring, and the way you say shit is always crazy to me. So great job supporting whatever you're doing, bro.
Ka, if you're watching, once again, great job. These albums are incredible. I don't really know how you did it or why you did it, but I'm happy you did it. I think you're easily one of the best writers in the game, and yeah, I can't wait to see what's happening next with you. But like I said earlier, for now, I am totally happy with having 2 Ka albums to ride out for the rest of the year. So great job, and we appreciate it.